Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, I'm GC Smith and welcome to a World of Warcraft Legion beta video. And today I want to talk about a topic I have seen discussed on various forums, not including but not limited to MMO Champion, and that is the topic of the Blizzard's communication with us regarding this beta, or this alpha, whatever you want to call stages of development. It's been no secret that Blizzard have been very tightly lipped and very limited when it comes to how they discuss Legion with us. Yes, there's those questions they answer when it comes to certain things like theory crafting or bug reports or various other things when people report it and ask about it. But we haven't had the usual array of blog posts when it comes to betas. In the past, we've had blog posts are plenty, and while we've got a couple here and there, one or two regarding PvP and stuff like that, we've really not had the level of communication that we've had in past expansions. Normally the communication is a lot more often, normally a blog post a week from multiple people, so 2 or 3 blog posts a week occasionally, and even if not a full blog post, we get regular communications every time there's changes to classes and specs or any stat changes or something when it comes to each new iteration of the beta, each new update. Now, the problem with the reason why they're not communicating with us is kind of, there's a short answer and a long answer. So the short answer is they don't want to, and the long answer is they don't want to because, and the because is a really long explanation. And to understand that, we have to first look back to Warlords of Draenor and see how they handled information communication with the community back then. So back when they first announced Warlords of Draenor, there was a lot of content. They mentioned how there'd be this epic storyline involving all the warlords. They mentioned warlords that we never actually saw, really. There was talk about zones like Farallon, and they even said that Talon Jungle would be a max level zone on release. Now, the reality is that a lot of the stuff they wanted to do either didn't pan out, or they very quickly realised that Legion was not this grand expansion they originally planned it to be, and it should be nothing more than a bridge to get Gul'dan back, which is, I'm pretty sure, what they kind of settled on at the end, which is why we don't kill Gul'dan. They really just wanted him back to get the Legion to Azeroth. They wanted to basically use this as a bridge between Miss Pandaria and Legion. And you can see that they did change a lot, even in the alpha and beta stages. There were a lot of changes going on till very late, and a lot of stuff they communicated with us never got into the game. A list of changes includes, but not limited to, obviously Farallon never getting into the game at all, Talon Jungle being moved from on-release to the second patch, or the first big patch, the only big patch of the expansion. We had Gorgrond as an entire zone had its entire story changed from being a barren wasteland conquered and destroyed by the Iron Horde to now having this whole botany or botany or however you pronounce it storyline, that kind of stuff there that was never there originally on the beta. In fact, early alpha or early beta had train tracks like the Grimrail dungeon tracks going across the entire zone, and they later got removed in the wave of greenery that was added. We had changes to various storylines, which is why, especially if you're Alliance, the whole Doomhammer allying with being allies 1 second with Black Hand and then suddenly going, no, I don't want to be allies with you because you killed innocents, blah blah blah, when we never got to see the explanation for that is because they cut a lot of story out. Kargath Bladefist dies in his encounter and he was originally meant to survive. Yeah, there were a lot of changes, a lot of things we never really got to saw, a lot of things hinted at, such as Cho'Gau's Dark Master, why he betrays Gul'dan, that kind of thing. So there was stuff that we never really got to see, why or what it was, because they basically cut a lot of it. And that's the reason why they no longer communicate with us, because I admit that Warlords of Draenor was a bad expansion. A lot of stuff was cut that shouldn't have been cut, and they should have put more development time into it. They clearly, as I say, ditched it when they wanted it to be a stopgap for Legion, like just to bridge the gap to get to Legion. Or at least that's how it feels. I don't want to discredit the developers for all their hard work they did put into the game. because I'm sure a lot of them did put hard work into the game, so I don't want to discredit that. But the reality is, the reason they don't communicate with us anymore as much anyway is because people take everything they say as a promise. Now, sometimes they do literally say this will 100% be in, but often then it is 100% be in. And if you notice, everything they've said that will be in Legion is currently in the Legion beta. Every system, everything, no matter how much people doubted it would be in there or whatever, they have made it into the beta. And it shows that basically they've decided that we will only communicate things that we will guarantee will get in. We'll put all the effort in to make sure those systems work and get into the game. And so far they have. Everything that they've announced ever has got into the game. And while some people will say, oh, what about Thaldranath or Taldranath? That was said to be patch content even when they first talked about it. Kind of a continent or island raised from the sea. So it seems to be that they're on track with getting everything they want to be into thing. And that's why they've not communicated as much, because they only wanted to communicate stuff they knew for certain. Which means a lot less communication. And while I agree that they probably should be communicating a little bit more in some areas like changes, I'm quite glad to see them make communications that matter and that no one can misrepresent or see and point to, oh, well, you said that, so we should be getting that kind of thing. It has cut down on the complaining, at least the complaining aimed at Blizzard somewhat, though there are a few complaints and something I want to talk about in a video maybe over the next couple of days as well, involving the talent system. So yes, this was just meant to be a short video on why Blizzard don't communicate much anymore. Hopefully this has answered some of the questions for some of you out there who have been interested in this, and for those who haven't, well, everyone that's watched this video anyway, I want to thank you very much for listening or watching this video. And don't forget to like, share and subscribe if you like this video, and please look out for more. And thank you very much, and I'll see you next time.